Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Burkhardt. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominic Szoboszlai, is someone I'm going to keep an eye on here. I like the fact that he's one of the cleanest strikers of the ball, which really shows in both his passing and his attempts at goal. And I can see him drifting in and out, receiving the ball, driving forward into those half spaces and looking to deliver the key pass or get one away himself.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Lojek.
That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Estoril controlling the possession in this early phase. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lojek.
And it's Berardi. And it's Berardi. Some really good ball movement.
Lojek! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rudiger. Estoril.
So far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Berardi running with intent.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Schlotterbeck
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Lojek. The muscular approach does pay off here. Linton looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
That's an imaginative pass. Szoboszlai.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's there to retrieve it. He's having a pop!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Schlotterbeck. Lewis Skelly.
Very nearly half an hour gone here.
Oh, what takes a shot!
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Schlotterbeck. Ryerson. Turns back here, probably the best option. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass.
Now that looks a decent ball. This might spell danger.
Luzek
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Berardi.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And here's Joelinton. Space for him to turn and look. Frimpong clears it away. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Estoril with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dundee United are looking to go forward now. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, that's well seen too.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Joelinton. Berardi. Oh, now he can... It's Berardi!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Great chance! There it is! And there is your opener.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Dundee United. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Estoril go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back on the way then.
Estoril can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Zirkzee. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Joelinton. Shot could be on. Soboslai shapes to shoot. Well taken goal. Estoril back on level terms.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Estoril restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
And a chance! And a neat finish!
And they've got their lead back.
Zirkzee really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Estoril
Needing a change of fortune here. Berardi.
Ryerson. Now it's Joe Linton.
Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment.
He's in a great position here. Delivers with...
Getting up there! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
Berardi! Brilliant from Berardi! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're back in front.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Gomez. Simeone. Simeone.
And he shoots! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Dundee United have opted to make another change here. Burkhardt.
Joe Linton gets a good foot in there.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender.
Oh, what a mistake!
Now it's Marlon. He's picked his way through.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
He won't be happy with that one. Marlon. Andrik.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Estoril have it back and can go again. Gomez. Shifted it to the flank. Rudiger spots it and intercepts.
Oh, good spread.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Estoril really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Madueke
is the guilty party there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely bit of skill.
He's looking wide. Mallon's cross.
He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
And it's Gomez.
He's going for goal! And that really should have been that.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Andrik.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Real chance! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
He's got away.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nicely weighted ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance for Ito. Now the ball's gone astray.
That's a sharp pass.
Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? Zixi has it out wide and in space.
Can he finish? Yes!
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm.
And that's it. Estoril have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be